Name, bro?
Kevin, what's going on, bro? I heard you say, man, you just got out, right? You been down with 14 years, and you said the world done changed for you since you been back, right? Thing crazy, ain't it?
Yeah. Most of all the people that I grew up with, snagger too, on drugs. So what can I do? I can't go get a second serve and shit. What else?
Hey,
God,
Kevin.
2 days ago, I said I heard him call.
Hold on. I'm trying to listen to what you're telling me.
Like this little boy, the young boy just came to me and said he was home. I ain't been out of jail but a few days, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I ain't got no place to stay, but I gave him a couple dollars out of my pocket though.
So check this out.
I paid people out a lot, but you know what I'm saying, since I've been home. And I said in this car, drive, take my mama with me. I see that like drive. I ain't gonna do it. So once I gotta get a set to give me some money, because if I ask a brother for something, he look at me like I'm a bum or something, because that's what the folks doing now. One guy pulled up in the bed, tell him what's going on with my situation. He said, what? I said, they got me there.
Okay, Kev, I'm finna show you something, man. I'm finna show you something. Cause look, what you looking for, right? Is answers and what you need to do going forward, right? Kev, right? What you looking for, right? What you need to do going forward, cause like you said, you think, okay, what I'm gonna do? I've been gone 14 years. The world done changed, and now you thinking about. You can get that fact, and your mama gone, and a whole bunch of stuff that happened, right?
And I'm living on the streets.
Right. So this what we gotta do, man. So I understand you got a tough situation ahead of you.
What will be your next move in this situation?
So your next move, right? What you face with is like you don't really got no You say you looking for a halfway house or something like that. You did try to get on your feet, right?
Family support. If my mom was there, I could be like, she would uplift me, and I could be able. If you ain't really got no place to stay or nothing like that,
you gotta get it how you live. I feel you.
Travel tribulations like you around number niggas.
So look,
some people go to drugs or sell drugs or whatever. They call this block dope, hoes, and guns. Bitches selling pussy and niggas with guns. When I got out, young niggas got sticks and they looking at me. This really used to be block a long time ago, but they look at me like, who is this nigga? We used to respect the OG. They ain't respecting us no more.
Stuff changed, right? Stuff changed because look, the world keep on getting worse and worse. But I want to show you, like you said, it used to be you used to respect the OG, had some kind of understanding, or you know what I'm saying. But what happened is, brothers like you got locked up, and y'all gone. Now what these young brothers out here doing? They out here gone. They out here like with no guidance. What we need we need guidance, bro. So look, this is what we need. First of all, we gotta get healed, right? You in a situation where you hurt down bad right now, so you need some healing. Listen to this.
Psalms chapter 107 verse 20. He sent his word and healed them.
So what we talking about is God's word. It said God's word got to be sent out to his people to heal us. Look, bro, you in a state where you need some healing. I understand it, bro. You down bad, you just got out. Now you don't know what to do. But bro, picking up the bag and going to feel the fact to go right back to lockdown, that ain't it. No, I'm just saying. I know that might be your thought, right? But you know what I'm saying. But that ain't going and doing something negative that got you in the place where you were gone for 14 years ain't the place to be. But look, the Lord already showed us what would happen to us as a people. Read Isaiah 42 and 24. Isaiah 42 and 24. Kevin, listen to this. Cause the Bible, what we reading, right?
I killed my best friend in the bedroom. His mama came, I said to her, cried. She came to all my parole and told them I was her son. It was a mistake. You know what I'm saying?
But they made you pay for it, right? You still had to pay for it, bro. This is the condition that the Lord said would happen to his people. Isaiah 42 and 24.
Isaiah chapter 42 verse 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
Talking about us. The people that the Bible talking about is us. We the children of Israel but don't know it. Kelvin, this is why you need to believe this. Because you said you done went and you heard a whole bunch of different religions, right? The Bible, when you really understand the Bible, you understand it's talking about you as a people. It's talking about specifically us in our condition. Listen what the Bible says about his people, the Israelites, and tell me if this don't match us. Read.
But this is a people robbed and spoiled, and they are all of them snared in holes.
So look, it said you've been snared in a hole. Us, like the prison system, that's a hole our people stuck in. Read. Listen to what he say.
And they are hid in prison houses.
Did it not just happen, bro? When them folks sent you down the road, your people like, man, they the head killed. They done put them down there, but look, it ain't over, bro. You back on the street with another chance. But what you gotta do is understand this. First of all, we trying to teach our people who we are. Once you got a good direction of who you is, bro, and then you understand what you need to be doing and how you need to get on the right side of God. Cause you said you was in the park asking God. God he know. We gonna show you why things happen to us because we ain't never listened to God, bro. We've been doing everything different. Like you went to jail for murder, bro. what's one of God's laws? Exodus 20. Exodus 20. You know what I want. Listen to this. Now, what you said was an accident, and bro, the Bible explain all of it, right? But here we go.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 13. Thou shalt not kill.
So that's a law that's in the Bible. God said when we do that as a people, then we avoid the pitfalls and the snares and the holes that we fall into.
You go to hell for that?
No, bro, you got a chance to repent. You ain't necessarily gonna go to hell for that because you gotta.
Why you putting necessarily in it?
Because our people gotta change. We gotta change our ways. So like if you was out here like you said, there was an accident what happened to you and your friend, right? Now if you just out here terrorizing the hood like these young niggas doing, just constantly shooting up folk and you know what I'm saying, hey, riding, sliding on the op. But who the op is? Somebody that looks just like you. You keep on living like that, then now that look. Yeah, you destined for the fire.
Like how you feel like even when I was in prison, right? They looked at us black like stupid, right? It's like jail is like segregated. Whites be with whites, black
Mexican be with Mexican, right?
But with the blacks, they sit back and laugh at us. You might be crippled, white.
And y'all fighting each other, but all the white boys together.
And I heard the white boys say, we ain't gotta worry about them niggas. They gonna kill each other anyway. The Mexicans say the same thing.
Hey,
we just fucked up.
And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna show you a law in the Bible that could fix our condition. That's what it said. He sent his word and healed us. This is what we gotta do to heal that. Because even out in the Mexicans, they are people, but they got more of a sense of community than we got as black men. And so-called black men. Why? They gonna stick together. Listen to this though. But we all need to be sticking together. Black, Hispanic, and Native American. We the same people. Give me this right here in Leviticus 19 and 17. Kelvin, check this out. Now this is a big issue with our people, and the whole we don't stick together is because we don't do this. Thou shalt not kill, we don't follow that, and then we don't do this. Listen.
Leviticus chapter 19, verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Kevin, no, we got an issue with that. In the hood, we got an issue with hating our brother in our heart. Another black man just like you said, he might be Crip, he might be Bloody, GD, he Vice Lord, he Mickey Cobra, this, that, and the third, right? And now we beefing because this ain't the same shit. Bro, you stay in the same damn hood that I stay in, right?
I was trying to help and guide one little brother this way, and these days, these little young guys, when you try to help them or do anything for them,
they don't want to hear it.
Look at you like you a weak link, or they getting over on you, but just don't know you.
They stay right there in Leviticus. Now listen to this.
Trying to be real though, and be, you know what I'm saying? I had a little brother that I was fucking with since I've been home. And at the time, look at it, the whole come out, you keep such away from around you, black guy, because you more smart and more positive. He a hot boy. I didn't think he was doing that to me the whole time. I guess he looked at me like a weak link.
Kelvin, check this out. Listen to this. Before you did something to him. Help, look, check this out, Kelvin. Check this out, man. Listen to this. We finna read this law again. Pay attention to it, though, my boy. Cause tell me, if we do this right here, won't things be better in our community? Read it again from the top.
Leviticus chapter 19, verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
We shouldn't be hating our people, our own brothers in our heart. Read.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
It said you should in any wise rebuke your neighbor and correct your neighbor. So when you see the little young brother being hot and shit, you like, man, chill out, bro. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to do this right here. We need to go the other way. Cause you're gonna get sent down the road. Then you're gonna be in the same position I just was in. You were trying to correct him, but then he look at you like I'm a weak link. Bro, you know you ain't weak, bro. You survived that right there 14 years, bro. Ain't no weak in me. So you ain't no weak link. But we gotta start teaching our youngins so they understand how to move. But we gotta move them in a positive direction. But come on, we gonna listen to this.
And not suffer sin upon him.
So not suffering sin meaning don't allow them to do that stuff. Don't allow them, hey bro, you finna go hit that lick, bro. You finna get locked up, bro. You don't need to do that, bro. You need to think of something smart to do. You need to go and get a job, bro. You ain't made like that. You ain't built like that, bro. You can't stay down there on that yard like that. Right. So you know this about the young man, but he don't know it yet, cause he ain't been through what you've been through. But you trying to tell him the right way, bro. You need to just get a job. That's what you need to do. He said you shouldn't suffer sin upon him. Don't allow him to go hit the lick.
That ain't for everybody.
Right, so here you go. All right, read.
Thou shalt not avenge, nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people.
Now it said we shouldn't avenge or bear a grudge against the children of thy people. Now that's what the Mexicans and the whites were saying about you when you on the pod and they looking it up. Now them niggas gonna kill each other. But look, if we don't avenge or bear grudge against our own people, then guess what we doing? We sticking together. That we said, like, all right, somebody come and step on a shoe or something like that. All right, and say, let's talk about penitentiary. Where you been at 14 years? All right, brother owe you a suit. All right, now he ain't pay you.
I need interest on this shit.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
I already know how it go down.
Some booty for this.
But look, bro. On that thing. But look, so when it come down to it, right? You like, all right, what the Bible telling us, we shouldn't avenge or bear a grudge against him. Say he paid you late though. All right. What we trying to do is we shouldn't avenge or bear any grudge against the children of our people. What we supposed to be doing is lifting each other up. Now, if everybody had that mind state, it'd be like, look, he just hit the pod. I know he down bad. Let me get him straight until he gets straight. We all come to community. Now we sitting at the spread together. That's how they do. You see what I'm saying? That's how the other nations do when we got to understand and start doing that. Think community-wise. We need to be able to do that on the street and not locked up.
Hold on. People come over from other countries, they own
so read that part again. Kelvin, check it out. Listen.
Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people.
Read.
But thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
So the Bible saying love thy neighbor as thyself, but it just revealed to you that your neighbor is your brother who is the children of your people, your own kind. Right. So like we said in the penitentiary, you sit back in the other part, the whites, the Asians and everything else, they community. You see what I'm saying? Any little issue they got, they handle it in-house or whatever, and they don't get to know, you know what I'm saying? You don't get to know fisticuffs or stabbing, and like they got no hand policy on this yard. You see what I'm saying? Stuff like that to where you ain't even gonna put hands on each other unless you finna take it all the way. So, but we trying to show our people we should be like that out here in the world amongst each other. To where we should not even be dealing with each other in that negative manner. Not bearing a grudge against our people. Yeah, you can ask me because I don't care.
Look, what you saying, and I really can relate to you, man, because you speaking real wise and positive, man. And I really, you touching my heart. I like it. Because I don't just like, I believe to all kind of religions because I've been in jail. And they got different kind of religions going on, right? You know, so from Muslim
I understand
to Jehovah to Buddha to Baptist.
We're going to get Deuteronomy 28.
Church of Christ.
What time is it? What time is it?
When I listen to other religions, right? And when I listen to other religions, right? They all kind of be like, if you don't believe in this, you're going to hell. If you don't believe in this, you're going to hell. Why you got to believe in that to go to hell?
All right, so look.
It's one God. Now, I thought...
Hold on, Ephesians 4:4. Listen to this. That's what you're saying, I'm finna show you this in the Bible. But Kevin, this is what I want you to understand why. What we out here teaching, what we saying believe, we want you to believe the truth, right? Not no lies, the truth. So, it don't matter what it is. If it's the truth, I should believe it, right? So, with all them other religions, they never showed you who you are. They never showed you what God requires of you. That's what we come out here to do. So you understand what you know when God requires something of you and you doing that, that's how you're going to get the blessing from Him. Right? That's how you're going to change your situation when you start doing what your Father in heaven telling you to do. Just like if I got kids, my son, if he don't obey me, bro, you can't ask me for nothing.
So what is this though, y'all?
So what we are, we showing you who you are. What we are the Israelites. That's us as a people. That's the name that was taken from us in slavery. Right. Israel. That's our real nationality. That's who we are. That's who we be. But 90% of our people don't know who we really are. That's why we wander around and try to join gangs. I want to be vice or just trying to be a part of anything because we don't know really who we are. If we know who we are, we ain't worried about trying to.
These fathers ain't there with them
to teach them. And we changing it. So now, come on with Ephesians 4:4. Listen to this. Listen to this. Kelvin, listen.
Ephesians chapter 4, verse 4. There is one body and one spirit.
One body. Oh, there's one body. Read.
There is one body and one spirit.
And one spirit that's in all of us, right? One spirit. The reason why we wake up in the morning is because it's the spirit of the Lord is in us. That's what woke us up. It ain't about your heart beating and all that. Look, if the spirit of the Lord leads you, gone. It's one spirit. It's one spirit that's doing it, moving it. Read.
Even as ye are called in one hope of your calling, one Lord, one faith.
One Lord, there's really one faith. Read.
One baptism.
Read.
One God.
And one God. So it's a universal truth out there, but there's many different religions. This ain't religion. This the truth. We gotta say, forget what the religion's saying, and we ain't no religion. We are national. We who we are. We are our nationality. Our nationality, our blood lineage is Israel. That's right. That's what we teaching. We ain't teaching religion. That's look. What? All right, Kelvin. Let me help you understand. When you go to churches, you got different denominations like Baptist, Methodist, Episcopalian, all this other stuff, and they got the Bible in there. Guess what? The Bible ain't
the same Bible, man.
Same Bible, but guess what? The Bible ain't about all of it. The Bible ain't about denominations and religion. No, the Bible is God made. That's right. God inspired. Right. God had these words with him.
Every word in that Bible is made God.
It inspired from the Lord. Yes. God had. Look. Listen.
Now, how can that be true? How you don't know they made something else?
I'm finna show you. Let's go to Deuteronomy 28. Cause I'm telling you with Israel now I'm finna prove it. Now I'm finna prove it, Kelvin. Now I'm finna prove it. Because that's what you need to hear. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 28, 9 and 1. Kelvin, check this out. Listen to this, listen to this. This is what God said to our people. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. 29, verse 1. These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
All right, the covenant. The covenant is a deal, Kelvin, right? Sister, a covenant is a deal or an agreement, just like a contract, right? That you make with somebody. So, Jim, we talking penitentiary rules, so I'm just talking to you like this because I know, bro, that's where you've been. That's been your world for 14 years. So, you make a deal with a brother, okay, bam. Did what you owe me, come this time, come here, hit. Store day, did what you owe me, I'm gonna loan you this. That's the deal you made between him. Now, the next man ain't got nothing to do with that deal, right? It's just between you and that person, right? So God made a deal between a certain group of people. He said, these are the words of the covenant which I made with the children of Israel. Read. Now look, we're gonna read the words of the covenant. Deuteronomy 28 and 1.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. Bring it out. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. So
look, Kevin, it said, God said, if you do my commandments, I'm gonna put you on high above all the nations of the earth. He talking to the children of Israel. He said, if you do these commandments. Now, the other side of the contract is what happens if you don't. So let's read that.
Verse 15, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So it said, look, Kevin, listen. So it said, if you don't listen and do the commandments, God said curses will come upon his people. Curses is bad things.
I feel like I've been cursed, right?
Bro, we have been. We have been. We have been. Kevin, I'm finna show you why. I'm finna show you why. So he said if we don't do the commandments, that curses will come on us. So now, let's see some of the stuff that happened to us as a people, as black folks. And we're gonna be able to understand who this deal was made with. Watch this, watch this. Deuteronomy 28 and 46. Kevin, pay attention to me, all right, brother? All right.
Verse 46, and they shall be upon thee for a sign, and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
So that they was the curses that God said will happen to his people. They're gonna be on him be on God's people for a sign. Kevin, what street we on right now, man? Bellevue. We on Bellevue. I know they caught the sign right there, right? That sign told me where I'm at. These signs gonna tell you who you are and who God talking to in the Bible. That's right. So now, Kevin, we know history, right? You went to grade school or whatever. What school you went to before you
Mitchell.
Mitchell, all right, you went to Mitchell, over there, you know, on the other side of the Haven right there, right?
Walking home.
Yeah, Mitchell. All right, so now, you went to, when they taught us in 4th grade social studies, stuff like that, how we came over here as a people. We were brought here as slaves, right? How they bring us over here, Kelvin? On a boat. That happened. Do you know anybody else that you learned in school that happened to? Anybody get shipped around the world on a boat? Anybody else, any other group of people beside us?
Military kids.
No, I'm talking about in history. Like in history, like we did, it came over here in slavery, right? Nobody else but us. Right. Now, all right, let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 28 and 68. Now, this is a sign to tell you, so you'll know who the children of Israel really is. That's what I'm talking. This ain't no religion. This is your nationality. This is your history book right here, Kelvin. Mama, this is your history book. The Bible is. Listen to Deuteronomy 28 and 68. This is what God told his people would happen to them if they didn't listen to the commandment. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So now, the Israelites was in Egypt. When Moses went down to Egypt, what did he tell Pharaoh? Mama.
Let my people go.
He said, what, Mama?
Let my people go.
Let my people go. Because why? They was in slavery to the Egyptians. Right. They were in slavery. 400 years of hard bondage in Egypt. So now, God just had Moses deliver them from the children of the Egyptians, and now they walk through the Red Sea. They on the other side, and God said, if y'all don't listen and do my commandments, what did he say again?
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15.
68.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
He said, I'm gonna bring you back to Egypt, into Egypt again,
With ships.
Whoa, with what?
With ships.
Now, what does Egypt mean to a people that's been there for 400 years as slaves? You've been what had you at? West Tennessee, the penal farm, or what? West Tennessee, that giant right there. If somebody said right now, Kevin, I'm taking you back to West Tennessee, they ain't gotta say the name of the prison, do they? You already know what time it is. I'm going right back to where I was. So when God told these folk they're going back to Egypt, what that mean to them?
They're going right back to what they was in at first.
Let's read that in the Bible, sister. They're going right back to what they was in at first. Let's go back to read this in the Bible in the book of Exodus. Listen to what it says.
Exodus chapter 20 verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
Out the land of Egypt, read.
Out of the house of bondage.
Out of the house of bondage. What's that? Slavery. The house of bondage means slavery. Egypt is synonymous with slavery in the Bible because the Israelites were in slavery there for 400 years. Now we finna go back to Deuteronomy. This sign that I tell you about, it's finna show you who you is, Kelvin. Listen, Deuteronomy 28:68.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Into the house of bondage again. Read.
With ships.
With ships. Because they ain't need no ship to get out of Egypt. How they did? They walked out of there. They walked out of there. You ain't need no boat. God telling you going to a different house of bondage. Yeah. And this time it's going to take ships to get you there. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Like I told you before, you wouldn't see them Egyptians before. Again. Read.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
Because those same Egyptians, Israelites never seen those in slavery in Egypt again. But guess what they ended up in? Whoa. Read.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Where you say we was?
America.
And there you shall be sold unto your enemies.
Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time.
And finally, my brethren, be strong enough